This is Captain Phillip with Airworthy Tours, your guide in the sky, and today's tour is on Pasadena, which is a city that is way more than just a suburb of Los Angeles. So, let's get started. Pasadena was founded in 1874 by Thomas B. Eliot as the Indiana colony. The name Pasadena, which comes from the indigenous Chippewa word meaning crown of the valley, was adopted in 1875. Pasadena's initial growth came from it being a tourism hub as well as a winter resort for wealthy people from the East Coast, spurring the development of new neighborhoods and business districts, and ultimately increasing the road and transit connections to a rapidly growing Los Angeles, culminating with the opening of the Arroyo Seco Parkway, California's first freeway. By 1940, Pasadena was the 8th most populated city in California. Today is the 44th largest city in California. However, Pasadena is still the vibrant cultural hub of the San Gabriel Valley. The San Gabriel Valley is about 200 square miles in size and includes 31 cities and 5 unincorporated communities. Our first stop is the Pasadena City Hall. Completed in 1927, it was designed by famed San Francisco architects Sam Arthur Brown Jr. and John Bakewell Jr. The Pasadena City Hall has a mixture of Mediterranean and Spanish colonial architectural styles. It measures 361 feet by 242 feet and it rises 6 stories. There are over 235 rooms and passageways that cover over 170,000 square feet. In 1980, Pasadena City Hall was listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Right around the corner is Old Pasadena. Old Pasadena is the historic downtown district of the city. Its past is reflected by the well-preserved 19th and 20th century architecture and buildings. This once bustling economic center went into serious decline through the 1960s and 70s. But a major revitalization transformed the district into a center of commerce again. Today, the shopping and dining district has hundreds of corporate and boutique storefronts and local eateries. It is now on the National Register of Historic Places and encompasses 22 blocks. Pasadena is a major contributor to the state of California's technological innovations. Below is the illustrious California Institute of Technology, or CalTech for short. CalTech was established on September 23, 1891, and while it is not as known as its cross-country rival of MIT, scientists and engineers at or from the university have played an essential role in modern scientific breakthroughs and innovations, including advancements in sustainability science, quantum physics, earthquake monitoring, proton engineering, and robotics. CalTech's Seismo Lab is the prominent source for earthquake information around the world. What I found most interesting is that CalTech has a whopping 3-to-1 faculty to student ratio. At the time of this tour, 79 Nobel laureates have been affiliated with CalTech. However, CalTech's largest scientific contributions come with its role in the space industry. Below is the Jet Propulsion Lab, or JPL for short. The lab was founded in 1936 and is owned by NASA and managed by CalTech. The laboratory's primary function is the construction and operation of planetary robotic spacecraft, though it also conducts Earth orbit and astronomy missions. For space operations, the campus has a space flight operations facility and a 25-foot space simulator. JPL engineers design and operated Ranger and Surveyor missions to the moon. That paved the way for the historic Apollo missions that took humans to the moon. In addition, the lab's Voyager spacecraft have journeyed to the outer planets and beyond. Our next stop is South Orange Grove Boulevard, also known as Millionaire's Row, due to the number of landmark mansions. During the height of the Roaring '20s, Pasadena was said to have the highest per capita income of any city in the country. But as the famous millionaires died and their families were hit with the Great Depression, many of the mansions stood unattended and vacant. However, over the ensuing decades, the boulevard stabilized, and its historic architecture and charm have been preserved. The most famous mansion in this area is the Gamble House, Constructed in 1909 as a home for David B. Gamble, the son of the Procter & Gamble founder, James Gamble. The house architecture is American craftsmen, and it was designed by architecture firm Green & Green. Today, the Gamble House is a National Historic Landmark and offers public and private tours. Another famous and important mansion is the former Wrigley Mansion. The mansion was constructed in 1906 and was owned by chewing gum magnate William Wrigley Jr. After Mr. Wrigley's death in 1958, the property was presented to the city of Pasadena, with the condition that the house would become the permanent base of operation for the Tournament of Roses. Which leads us into the Rose Parade, Pasadena's most iconic annual tradition. The Rose Parade features flower-covered floats, marching bands, equestrian units, and more. The event takes place every year on New Year's Day, rain or shine. If New Year's Day falls on a Sunday, the parade will take place on Monday, January 2nd. The parade was first held on January 1st, 1890, when members of the Pasadena Valley Hunt Club wanted to showcase their new California home's mild winter weather. Since then, the Rose Parade has become a grand spectacle and sees an estimated 700,000 parade spectators each year. The 5.5-mile route mostly rolls down Colorado Boulevard, and the rose-covered floats are serious business. Floats are decorated thoroughly with different kinds of flowers, including roses, daisies, and marigolds. When combined, all the floats together use approximately 18 million flowers. It is estimated that it takes 60 volunteers working 10 hours a day for 10 days to decorate one float, and there are usually at least 40 of these flower-covered floats each year. The parade is followed up by the Rose Bowl game. The Rose Bowl college football game was added in 1902 to help fund the cost of staging the parade. Participants of the Rose Bowl parade include the champions of the Pac-12 and Big Ten conferences. At the time of this video, the USC Trojans have won the most Rose Bowls, with 25 wins. Outside of the game, the Rose Bowl is one of the most historic sporting venues in the world. The stadium has a seating capacity of over 92,542 and serves as the home stadium of the UCLA Bruins football team. The Rose Bowl has hosted 5 Super Bowls, third most of any venue. In addition, 4 BCS championship games and 3 college football playoff games. The Rose Bowl is also a big-time soccer venue, hosting the 1984 Olympic soccer gold medal match, the 1994 FIFA World Cup final, and the 1999 FIFA World Cup women's final. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's tour, you can tip your tour guide by hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel for future aerial tours. And if you would like to take another tour, make sure to click out either on the tour of downtown LA or on Portland, Oregon.